As you can see here, I'm deciding to take an alternative route to the main gates of Whiterun, taking the back door entrance. In fact, maybe there's a way in if we can go up this rock, I don't know, but we'll continue going round, see what we can find. Berlina trying to keep up with us. Oh, you're telling me I can't get up this little... come on, there we go. There we are, as I say. Finding the back door inside. Although I don't think we can get over the walls. Or maybe we can just sneak in, eh? We found a breach in security. Just in time, it's getting dark as well. Just in time. Right. So the first order of the day is to sell any excess equipment we've got. Then we're going to pop into Bree's home, make ourselves at home, and introduce Berlina to the accommodations, get her set up in her own personal bedroom. There we go. And get a decent night's sleep for the first time in ages. Ah, here we go. What a good-looking creature.
I saw something near Shimmer Mist Cave to the northeast. Some kind of creature, small and wicked. Never seen its like before.
See if the stores are still open. Oh, it's updated my map as well. With that tidbit of information. What's that noise of clattering metal here? Hope it didn't disturb any of your displays.
Now don't let the name... We've got small weapons, the finest weapons and armor.
Good, right. Time to sell. Dwarven bow, iron dagger. Steel daggers. Elven armors. There we go. Thanks very much.
Good doing business with you.
Indeed it is. Okay, a quick bit of magic. There we go. Just change that iron ore into gold ore. Right, Berlina. This is the city of Whiterun. Isn't it marvellous? Hustle and bustle. Not quite, it's night time of course, but you can get everything you need here. There's a trader, there's a Arcadia's Cauldron, a place for alchemy. There's, as you can see, a weaponsmith, opportunity for work. There's an inn, should you require some, I don't know, whatever you fancy. And here is my humble home.
It's a place for Nord dead, not your weird experiments.
Looks like our news is hitting all Skyrim wide. And here's my humble home. It is nice. It is welcoming. It is warm. There's a fire in the middle of the floor. Strange to me. Maybe strange to you as well. I don't know. Look, watch your step. You don't want to end up with singed robes. Yes. Cooking pot if you want to make yourself some soup. It's all rather nice. And up here is your bedroom. There you go. Bit of got some candles, some wine there. Should you get a bit parched on an evening, you want to read a book, a sip of wine like I do, then it's there for you, you know. And here's my bedroom. although you should not be seeing that. Yes, right. Of course, Elwynn is going to shut Berlina outside. Go to your bedroom, it's fine. And, oh bloody hell, take a night's sleep. And it's going to be 12 hours. Since going to the college, she's not had a decent night's sleep for some time. Studying, reading, worrying, mourning. It's all been a ride of roller coaster emotions, and this is going to be a chance for him to recharge his batteries. Of course, before retiring to bed, he will probably have a bite to eat, cooked over the stove in the kitchen. Of course, feeding Berlina as well, not leaving her out, of course. Treating her to a meal. She's slept just as far as he has. It's all new to her, and he's trying to make her feel welcome. Of course, he's already given her the necklace, the amulet, and hopefully she will feel a little bit appreciated, which is what he intends. Doesn't want to end up in the same situation as with poor Lydia. Don't want her to feel like nothing more than a slave. So after the wondrous 12-hour sleep, it's time to commence what we came here to do. We will speak with Jarl Balgruf at the close of the day, day's action rather. But for now, there's a couple of missions outstanding, and a couple of more items to sell, which we'll have to go to the trade store to sell. So we'll go see our good friend Bellathor. Yes, I say that with a hint of sarcasm because he's a miserable wretch. A fellow Breton, and you'd think he'd be happy to see me. All he ever does is moan and moan.
Got something? Everything's for... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of
this,
that.
bit of that. Bit of how's your father, bit of Uncle Banana. Right, Black Rage Bows. I have 10 of these. I want to sell them all. Thank you so much. Necromancer robes as well to go with it. 1 novice hood. Robes of illusion, robes of alteration and restoration. The only reason why I sell these is because they are god ugly, aren't they? I mean, this is exactly the same as the novice robes of restoration. They're just called something different. Robes of minor restoration, for instance. I'm quite intrigued as to how these look on...
Come back.
Don't mind me if I just get changed out of sight, do you? I don't want people nosing. Of course, Berlina can nosy. She's probably going to have to see far worse than me getting changed in her time. Let's see. Minor restoration. Let's have a look. Just black. See, I prefer these black robes, you see, to the novice robes. They look better. In fact, Bellathor's seen what I'm doing. Look, he's seen, making sure I'm not stealing anything. These actually look better, but they don't go well with the hood. So if I could find myself a headpiece that's not quite as bad as this hood is, I could probably wear these black style robes. But anyway, I will stick with the robes of destruction, novice version, and that'll be that for now. Come on then. So the first order of the day, I think, is to cash in on this bounty. Bounty at Silent Moon's camp. And this time I'll remember to click onto the miscellaneous as well, so that the map gets brought up on my, or the marker gets brought up on my map. Where am I? Down here, and the Silent Moons is only just there. So it's a stone's throw away. Come on, Brilliant, let's go. I have plenty of carry weight available, so this shouldn't be too bad.
Fighting dragons, and what do I get?
No cumbersome books to carry. In fact, no cumbersome alchemical ingredients. I've even left those behind. So I'm really experiencing a lightened load. It's nice. Okay, so we are going to head to the Silvermoon's camp, and there is one more book that Elwynn has read last night, or not last night now, the night before, and that was the book The Last King of the Aelids. So whilst we're en route to our destination, we shall recall what said book was about. The Last King of the Aelids by Herminia Sina. The Aelids, or the Heartland High Elves, ruled Cyrodiil in the long ages of myth before the beginning of recorded history. One of the earliest recorded dates, in fact, is the fall of the White Gold Tower in 243 of the First Era, which is commonly assumed to mark the end of the Aelids. Although Aeliad rule over all of Cyrodiil was indeed broken in 243, this was only one of the most obvious stages near the end of a long decline. The first 2 centuries of the First Era saw increasing strife between the great Aeliad lords of Cyrodiil. Alessia appears to have taken advantage of a period of civil war to launch her uprising. Imperial historians have traditionally attributed her victory to intervention from Skyrim, but it appears that she had at least had as much help from rebel Aeliad lords during the siege of the White Gold Tower. The popular image of the Aelids as brutal slave masters is based in fact, of course, but it is less well known that a number of Aeliad princes continued to rule parts of Cyrodiil after 263, as vassals of the new Empress of Cyrodiil. This suggests either that Aeliad rule was not universally detested, or that Alessia and her successors were more pragmatic than is traditionally believed, or perhaps some of both. In any event, excavations at a number of Aeliad sites show continued occupation, and even expansion, during the so-called Late Aeliad period, which ranges from 243 up until about 498. At first, many Aeliad lords continued to rule as vassals of the new human regime. In some cases, Aeliad supporters of Alessia were even rewarded with new lands taken from slain enemies. It is not clear to what extent human slavery continued under the Cyrodiilic Empire. Humans continued to dwell in the Aeliad-ruled areas of Cyrodiil, but there is nothing definitive to show under what terms. This was an uneasy relationship from the beginning, and was not destined to last long. Resentment at the continued presence of Aeliad nobles within the Empire was a contributing factor to the rise of the so-called Alessian Order, founded by Meruk. The first victims of the Alessians were the Aeliads of Cyrodiil. In the early 300s, the surviving Aeliad communities in human-ruled areas were obliterated one by one, the refugees temporarily swelling the power of the remaining Aeliad lordships. Then, in 361, the Alessians gained control of the empire and enforced the Alessian doctrines throughout its domain. The Aeliad lordships were abolished. Enforcement of this decree does not appear to have required much direct violence. It seems that by this point the balance of power was so overwhelmingly against them and their fate so long foreshadowed that most of the remaining Aelians simply left Cyrodiil, eventually being absorbed into the elven populations of Valenwood and High Rock. Indeed, the rise of the Direni hegemony may be linked to the exodus of Aelids from Cyrodiil. Still, a remnant Aeliad population seems to have survived the rule of the Alessians, because we hear of the last king of the Aelids joining in the Battle of Glenumbria Moors, where the Direnis decisively defeated the Alessians in 482. How this king's people survived the preceding century is unknown. We do not even know who they were, although recent research points to Nenelata as a possible resting place of this last king. Unfortunately, in the current state of the Empire, funds are no longer available for proper scientific investigation of such extensive ruins, so the answer to these questions will have to be left to future generations. Of course, this final resting place of the last king of the Aliens, Nenalata, is actually an explorable location in the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Nenalata is an alien ruin located in the Nibene Valley at the estuary of the Silverfish River in the Nibben Bay, east of Breville. So here we are at Silver Moons. Silent Moons. I knew it was an S word. I think this is the way inside. Silent Moons camp. There are some steps leading up, so we're just going to explore where that goes after we've picked as many herbs as possible. We'll grab ourselves a salmon steak because we have no food on us whatsoever, so if we ended up getting stranded we'd be stuck. But we have salmon steak and some wine, so if the worst comes to the worst, we can just about survive. Baked potato to go with your salmon? Why not? Okay, Berlina. Let's go see what's upstairs, shall we? Hello?
Who's there?
Oh, he sounds rather amicable. Sort of a posh voice. Hello, who's there? Just in case he's not, though, I'm actually going to use... I might use a spell today to protect... Okay, we've alerted him. Right, okay, let's get our ancient arc on the go. Whoa, there's actually a few of these guys. Let's take some lightning bolts in our hands and let's get cracking with my ancient arc. Get inside! Is that mine or Berlina's? It's Berlina's. Where is Berlina? There she is. Don't let her run in on her own! See that? That was probably the most accurate I've ever been with my spells. Literally, 1, 2, 3, pop, pop, pop. I mean, they were all stood still, but still, it's a vast improvement. River Betty, what the hell's one of them? As you can see, I'm being a little bit more, I say a little bit, I'm actually considerably more selective with my looting. Ah. What is this? Notes on the Lunar Forge. I've managed to get the forge itself up and running, but again I find nothing special about its workings. These weapons were clearly forged here, yet the secret of their enchantment remains elusive. All I've been able to discern so far is some connection between the weapon's power and the appearance of the moons. The weapons themselves are crafted of what seems to be normal metal, but while the moons are high above, they gain an additional ability. It seems that once the sun has gone down, the lunar weapons take on a vampire-like ability, transferring a small amount of health from the victim to the user. Take that, thank you. Lunar steel mace. Take that. Take light armor forging. I think I've already got it, but I'll take it. And in fact, we'll take a look at what this weapon has properties of. While the moons are out, burns the target for 18 points. How very weird. More elven armor. Whoa! Reverend Orcish mace. 600 gold for this thing. Undead up to level 13. Flee for 30 seconds. Can probably disenchant this and put it on an enchantment on my own weapons to sell them for a profit. Necklace of Mind and Blocking. We already have one of them. Wow, quite profitable. We haven't even been inside the camp itself yet. Oh, I didn't realise there was extra. Oh, there's 2 ways round. Wow. Okay, so here we are, we're still here, still got to explore the camp itself, and I think the door for that is right here. So, yes, join me next time when, well, we head inside Silent Moons to kill the bandit leader, together with Brelina. So until then, see you soon.